Hi everyone, and welcome to my demo this week on Communication and Mass Media Complete. So as you can see, it's an EBSCO product, and it's actually a combination of two earlier databases that are in the field of communication and mass media studies. CommSearch, that was produced by the National Communication Association, and Mass Media Articles Index, which was produced by Penn State University. And so a lot of the topics that they cover are really specific and narrow in the field of communication, but also film studies, journalism, television, radio, which I think makes it a really great resource for communications students, undergraduates and graduates, um, as well as film and journalism students and others in related fields. I think there's definitely a significant overlap between library science and communications as well. So definitely useful for college students as well as professors and researchers in the field and related fields. So, and some of those topics covered more specifically are advertising and marketing, interpersonal communication, small group communication, international literature and film studies, so also film literature. So I'm actually going to get started with a basic search. So what I did first was I used the database's thesaurus and found this subject term for comic books. But I'm also going to do or comic books and film adaptations. And so you can limit by scholarly, full text. And so another thing, this database actually has a lot of full text, almost 300 journal, magazine, and trade titles that offer full text, and a lot of others that just offer citations and abstracts. So that's really great for students too. So search. So as you can see here, a lot of these results are relevant. So immigrants, comics, something about Hellboy, which is interesting, a popular comic that was indeed made into a film. Some not in English because I didn't limit by that. Comics is Introduction to Media Technology. So it's great, but I would have liked to limit the first, use the descriptor or the subject field, which I could have done, and then the others. So let's go into advanced search. Actually, I think first we're going to go into the thesaurus because I'm going to do a different search and check to see what I should use for interpersonal communication. So if you look here, I think the thesaurus, the controlled vocabulary, is definitely a strength of this database. There's a lot of communication-related terms. So interpersonal communication, social aspects, study and teaching. So I'm actually just going to use the very general one, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to actually do interpersonal communication as a subject term. And then we're going to do, let's see. So I'm going to and massively multiplayer online role-playing games, which is definitely not a subject term. So we're going to do, I'm actually going to do abstract. We're going to see how that goes. And I'm going to do or video games. Yeah, we'll just do that. And let's see. All right. So, and I'm going to be a limit by full text, peer reviewed. And am I honest? I'll do this afterwards. Okay, so there's actually no results for that, so I'm going to see, maybe I'll do all text and video games as a subject term. Okay, so interpersonal communication. Let's honestly try to change this to all text. Okay, interesting. So we have massively multiplayer online role-playing games. So definitely some that are related. So we can obviously limit by year, full text, some narrower terms that are really specific, getting at that popular culture inclusion. So video games, electronic games, video games in society. But what I actually want to do is I'll just click on the first result. And I actually took a closer look at this Find Similar Results feature in EBSCO. So we're going to see if we can find any. Okay, so what's interesting about this, I've never used it before, but basically what they do is take the abstract, the entire abstract, paste it into the top search box, and they actually include the subject terms or the keywords at the end. And it gives you nearly 300,000 results, and I really don't think that's helpful. And I was kind of surprised at how not intuitive that is, because you don't really want that many results at all. Okay, and so I just wanted to say that some of the best features of the database I already mentioned are definitely the thesaurus, the controlled vocabulary. The fact that it's EBSCO can be good and bad. I mean, EBSCO products are standardized, but sometimes it's to a fault. I mean, not all databases are the same. Some don't have a thesaurus, so it can be hard for general users to get a sense of what is and isn't available. But one other plus is definitely all the helps that EBSCO offers and how easy they are to find. You can search them, there's video tutorials, tons of libguides. And one final drawback for this database is that I couldn't really find any Comm and Mass Media Complete specific ones. But there were a lot of communication studies libguides that mentioned this database, gave a brief overview, and talked about how it fits into students' research. So that was interesting, and thanks.